What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by auta.nl. My name is Martin and today I'm in Spain to test the new CUPRA TAVASCAN VZ. So the VZ, of course, is the performance label. There we have it. And reason I'm here is that like a while ago I test drove the Formentor VZ for the second or third time. I was like, this is such a good car. I love what CUPRA do with VW parts and how they like stand out in the VW group, having that little edge that is sometimes missing in the driving experience of VW cars. So yeah, I got invited to come here and test drive this new Tavascan. So I thought, why not? Why not? Let's just give it a try. So it's pretty large, I'd say. It's definitely a lot bigger than the Formentor. This is a 4 meter and 64 centimeters in length, but it's not as high as its length suggests. So normally this is like a Q5 sized car. Normally they're a bit more high up, but this is a CUPRA. It should drive really well, so they decided to keep it as low as possible, which I do really like. I really like that. So it's SUV sized, but not in its setup. So it's quite a good looking car. I still don't really like the CUPRA badge. The copper details are part of the CUPRA brand now. We have some Hankook Ion Evo tires, which are dedicated EV tires, as you can see right there. So this is the VZ. That means we have 340 horsepower. Doesn't sound like a lot considering you can also get a Model Y performance with nearly 500 horsepower, so that's in the same price range. So I'm a bit confused why this is a performance labeled car. Seems to be a bit down on power if you ask me. So on the interior, things are looking quite good, I have to say. I really like the bold design, all these little arrow figures in the seat. Again, the copper details, and it's apparently sustainable material. And it's also quite spacious in the rear. So yeah, I have my seat really far back, but if you look at the materials and the space and the size, it's really nice. Honestly, this is really nice and soft, and it's nice to touch, and I really like what they've done. Big panoramic roof. And here we have this massive screen. It's absolutely humongous, and electric seats, as you can hear. Quite sporty looking seats, although you don't have the support you get with the Formentor sport seats, which I don't really get. They're more comfort biased, I guess. But this screen, really, it's freaking huge. You have, of course, you have CarPlay, but it's really like intuitive to use, and I really like that about it. It's super quick to react. Let's turn off all the stupid assistance systems. I'm going to turn off ESC because we have a very nice Spanish curvy road ahead. So we have the steering wheel right here, loads of buttons. We have this touchy buttons, which aren't actually buttons, but they do sort of work. And we have these two big ones. So one for the driving mode, so you have performance, CUPRA, individual, traction, range, comfort, and performance. Already mentioned performance, but if you hit this one, you go straight to CUPRA. Seems a bit redundant, right, having another button just to go straight to CUPRA. Anyway, let's just give it a try. What I want from this car is to be like really nice to drive. That's what CUPRA to me stands for. So let's see if it can deliver on that expectation. Wow, that wasn't me, by the way. It was just a bit weird. Okay, let's give it a go. 340 horsepower. but it is like super heavy. It's 2267 kilos, and it's not really capable of masking that weight. Oh, that was a bit understeery on the power. So it's a bi-motor setup. It has two motors. The more cheaper version has a single motor, but I did feel like the front motor was understeering me on that corner right there. This is the first time I'm driving it, by the way, and to me the braking feels a bit weird. There's like a switch between regenerative braking and actual braking, and you can definitely feel that. And in this CUPRA mode, I think the aggression of especially the front motor is a bit too much for me. But the brake pedal is so weird and so slushy. It first has this softness to it, which I just really don't like. It's not really all that inspiring to drive. You don't really get, oh, what the hell is with that throttle response? The throttle mapping is way too aggressive or something, and when you touch the throttle, it's just, ugh. It's way too sensitive, whereas the brakes are just not sensitive at all and don't really give you any feedback. So, oh, it feels heavy. I do really like the car in its design, and I think if I would stop attacking corners and just give it some flow, go out of CUPRA mode, because that driving mode is just not what I'm going for. Performance. Let's try performance mode. The CUPRA driving mode is way too aggressive for the setup of the car, for its weight, for its brakes, everything. This is definitely a bit softer. This is okay. This seems a bit better. These roads are just perfect. Really nice and empty, great tarmac. But the car just, it doesn't come to life like the Formentor did. It is sufficient, the performance, but to put a performance label on it, for me, is too much, really. I mean, 340 horsepower, nearly 2.3 tons, and we're going to call it a VZ. Not even sure what that means, but I wouldn't have done it, no. The normal version, so the base version, has 286 horsepower, and the single motor, I think you would be better off with that. Keep your money in the pocket and go for that version, because I do really like the car. I just don't like the VZ bit of it. I think that's my conclusion, because the rest of the car, the aesthetics, the design, the size of it, the comfort, it's all really good. Definitely. Not sure. No, it doesn't have launch control. We're just going to floor it. Don't call me Huub. Here we go. Where is the really? Where is the performance? That's not 5.6 seconds. My butt dyno never lies. Oh, it's 5.5. I'm such an idiot. 5.52 seconds with a very positive slope. So I guess it's faster than it feels. Maybe that's the conclusion. Okay, let's give it one more try, because I suspect it might be a bit quicker on this piece of road right here. There's just no aggression to the drivetrain. You know, from an electric car you expect more performance from zero. Because when you go out of a corner, it's very, very aggressive. Is this the car for a petrol head looking for a family car with a bit of fun? What was that, by the way? I didn't check. That was 5.4. So the performance is there, guys. The performance is there. But in times like these, with electric cars being super quick and powerful, and 5.4, 5.5 to 100, I mean, it's nothing. It used to be really quick, but nowadays it's sort of nothing. So yeah, the Tavascan VZ, I think they can do better, really. This car, to have that VZ label, we need different tire, we need definitely 100 horsepower extra to compete with something like a Model Y Performance. Although the car itself I like better, the design, the quality, that's all really good. It's just like the drivetrain and brakes are very underpowered, both. So guys, that was it. A little drive with the new Tavascan VZ. Hope you liked it. Now I'm going to enjoy lunch, which I definitely deserved after my hard work with this car. Thank you guys for watching, and see you at the next video. Bye guys.